Hello everyone, and welcome to our Assassin's Creed Odyssey Let's Play. We continue our adventure with Odyssey Into the Past.
Hey! Someone help!
You saved me. Thank you.
What happened to this camp?
Here! You know, I see why you like going on these quests. The bandits don't even put up a fight. And there's wine! Tastes a bit off, though.
Finally come to see a master at work, Varnavas?
That's lotus flower wine. The bandits are drugged.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
Well, this isn't gonna be good for anybody. Oh wow, we got a dude right behind me. So of course, got a couple of guys over here. Actually, a very small army. I'm gonna really wind this up here. Alright, so we took out a couple of guys here. Problem is, with this weapon, we gotta really wind it up quite a bit before we can actually attack these guys. But once we do, we deal a sufficient amount of damage, which is marvelous. However, that whole winding up mechanic, a little tricky, especially when you got guys, several guys, that can really hurt you. Now, this big boy over here, eating very well, you know, a really big fan of protein, really getting in all those calories each and every day. So we're really happy for him. But unfortunately, the other guys that are maybe a little bit more prone to actually hurting us, not a big fan of them, however. Man, even after that special, this guy is still very, very prone to getting smacked in the face several times. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, big boy down. Big boy is down. Now let's head over to this guy. Our companion's actually helping us out quite a bit. Another gentleman with some of those poison arrows.
Kassandra, stop! That's my dear leader!
You drank lotus flower, Varnava. Snap out of it!
A cyclops! A pig! A cyclops pig!
Come on, old man. Let's get you home. How are you feeling?
That doesn't matter. The gods, they sent me a vision.
You said the name Lida.
The gods showed her to me. Lida was my wife.
You're married?
I thought I'd lost her a long time ago, but I saw her in my vision. She's alive. We just have to find her.
I'll help you find her, but a vision isn't much to go on.
There were 3 visions. In the darkness of a forgotten cave, Lida fed a cyclops. But then I saw her drinking wine with a witch. Then I could hear her singing like a siren.
About this vision of the Cyclops.
Right! Theosa and Poseidon took my hand and led me deep into the heart of the caves of Anafi. There, I saw Lida feeding a young cyclops.
So, Lida was drinking wine with a witch?
She herself showed me. The witch and Lida were dear friends, drinking wine together well into the night. In the background, I could see the ruins on Paros Island.
You said sirens.
Persephone showed me a painted wall. Behind it, sirens lurked. Lida was trapped. Then, Demeter warned me in her motherly voice. You dare not approach, lest your ears pollute your mind.
Good advice from both you and Demeter. But what should I use?
You believe me? Here, take this. Beeswax.
If Lida is alive, I'll find her. By the gods, that smells good.
Alrighty, let's call up our trusty companion here and see if we can't do some reconnaissance.
I need to talk to her.
Well, it does look like we may have a few friends that are probably not going to be very nice. As per the usual, let's try to get a little bit of a height advantage, because I feel like if we're all the way up here, then they can't really do anything about it.
These pigs look hungry.
Welcome to my empire, traveler. I am its empress, Kirki of the Oceanids.
You... live here?
Where are my manners? You must be weary after your long journey. There's some wine in my hold if you'd fetch it for us. I'm a bit indisposed at the moment.
I could use a drink. I'll fetch the wine.
Now, we are in a little bit of a retrieval mission at the moment. Let's actually go get that wine. Looks like she's got it tucked away all the way down here. A very good refrigerated system, as you guys can tell. I mean, look at this. This is just marvelous.
This toy has teeth marks.
Now, of course, now that we have retrieved the wine, let's actually head all the way back over to her. Of course, we could have actually taken her out of commission, but I'm curious to see where this is going to lead us, especially with, you know, some drinks. I mean, man, this is going to be one heck of a day.
You look deliciously thirsty.
All right, Empress. Let's drink.
That's it. Drink your last drink. Breathe your last breath. My subjects grow hungry.
Alaka, my head. Where am I?
Oh man, I just hit him over the head with a giant absolute unit, and he decided that he was too cool for that. Okay. So, of course, we did find out that, as per the usual, she was not a very helpful person. You know, she had some other ideas on her mind. So, of course, we did take away her beast of burden, but let's actually move all the way back over to her. We're actually going to be taking her out of commission, and I think that this is going to work out really great for us. Obviously, not so much for her. Of course, we do have a couple of allies down here. Gonna more nor less bypass them. I mean, obviously, they're probably going to be maybe not so nice, but I feel like we should just probably get over to the witch before that she kind of moves away. You know, it'd be such a terrible thing to see her survive any longer after she tried to drug us. Oh, we got a companion coming to say hello. All right, we're going to shoot you in the face. Obviously go for the rear legs on that one as well, kind of doing a little bit of sweeping action.
I will rip you apart and feed you to your animals!
How dare you challenge an emperor?
The witch kept a list of names and trophies. This bracelet was worn by Alida. This looks like the place.
Of course, we're going to be dismounting from our friend here and actually venturing into the belly of the beast. It's getting to be a little bit dark down here, but still a little bit of light. That's good. Did have some bats. Luckily, no snakes just yet. So, I mean, we're looking pretty good so far. Obviously, if we could stay away from those disgusting snakes, that would be fantastic.
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
No closer! Please!
Step into the light! Now!
No! No see me! Look different!
You're not the only one. I've been attacked my whole life for what I am.
You different. Like me. Friends. Me Polyphemus. You little.
Sure. Little. Polyphemus, I'm looking for a woman who was here.
No friend for a long time. You help make friend. Friend fish together. You like fish.
So I help you make a friend to go fishing with, and you'll help me find the woman I'm looking for.
Pretty beach. Little will see. Little will like. We go now. You're done for. Little follow. Show beach where lady help Polyphemus.
Polyphemus, this is important. Do you mean Lida?
Silly little. Not Lida. Lady. Help Polyphemus! No one to hurt! Never again! Little think Polyphemus Cyclops!
You're nothing like the Cyclops from Kefalonia. He had one real eye and one fake eye. He picked on Little.
Pick on little! What you do?
I shoved his fake eye up a goat's ass.
Little funny! Bad man! Hate Polyphemus!
Now, of course, we do have several individuals. We're actually going to be working on taking these guys out of commission here. Does also look like we do have some wild boars out and about, so trying to line up some pretty good shots here at the moment, but I do see that there are quite a bit of military. Now, the question is do we need to attack all of them, or more specifically, just the bandits? Because I don't know if these guys are going to be huge fans of us, but I guess we'll find out. Now, of course, going to actually venture and do a little bit of flanking here, considering that I do see that there is kind of a few lone wolves all the way over here. Now, it does look like, unfortunately, we are a little bit out of arrows at the moment. Going to switch over to maybe some fire arrows, doing a little extra damage. Of course, that guy actually pretty much finished off that final person. Now, I'm trying to line up a good sight here, see if we can't get some kind of little shot on this guy, but looks like just not quite enough damage. But luckily, successful nevertheless, but let's actually head all the way back over to our companion, though.
There, big guy. The beach is yours now to fish all you want.
Little think beach pretty.
It depends on who's looking at it. Sure, I think it's pretty.
But still need friend to share. Polyphemus like poetry. Can practice with you. Tell Polyphemus what make little little.
Well, I have eyes. They're nice, I guess.
Polyphemus, no lady with pretty green eyes. She nice. What else?
Nothing makes me happier than celebrating. Drinking and singing are good for the spirit.
With friend. Polyphemus love to sing. More?
I wish I could be with my family. The last time I was happy, I was a young girl. I miss those days. I don't know why I'm telling you this. You're a good listener, big guy.
Little hurt inside. Like Polyphemus. For you.
This is beautiful, big guy.
More give for little spices from pretty green-eyed lady. Only give Polyphemus ever got.
This might be exactly what I was looking for. So you have a beach to go fishing.
Only need friend.
I can't stay here, big guy. But if I ever meet someone who loves fishing and poetry as much as you do, I'll send them your way.
Now, as per the usual, we have one of these tombs. Always interesting. I feel like snakes are more prone to be here.
That sound. Are there actual sirens here? I should put the beeswax in my ears, just in case.
It's getting to be a little dark down here. Never really a great thing. May actually bring out a torch here to kind of illuminate the area around us. Now, it does look like there is some rewards down here. Obviously, something very bad happened at one time. Not really seeing anything just yet. I think we need to venture a little further in to see what's all going on. Now, of course, we do have a way to go down to the left. Everything so far is looking okay. Obviously, we do have a very peculiar entrance over here. Let's see if we can't slide into these DMs real quick. So far, obviously, not seeing a whole lot of useful stuff just yet. Now, we do have this that we can actually move. Pushing this all the way down to the ground level could be rewarding. Did not really make a whole lot of noise, though, falling down, I'll tell you that much. But I guess we'll jump down and see what's all going on. That could have been very bad. That was a very smart little trap that they deployed there. Oh, wow, this is really like a pretty hefty booby trap over here. So far, not really seeing anything too crazy just yet. Obviously, a couple of rewards kind of laying on the ground, but may need to actually backtrack just a little bit here. I'm not quite seeing anything, any signs of life, any kind of sirens, really anything of any true value. Of course, we do have a chest that looks to have at one time had some pretty good stuff in it, but nowadays it seems to be less full than it once was. Now that we've kind of seen a little bit of everything that had to be offered over there, I think we're actually going to head back to the beating path here. Looks like there just was kind of more of a detour that way, not so much anything of any real value.
Looks old.
Please don't hurt us.
I'm not going to hurt you. I will free you. What are you doing here?
My whole life I heard tales of the siren song. A sound so sweet men would gladly die to hear it. You have no idea how dull life is for a fisherman with a love of poetry and music.
You chose to be here.
I didn't know this is what I would find. By the time I realized there was no escape.
I found this Havlos. What do you know about it?
That one was special. They stole it from the woman who escaped. But that was a long time ago.
This tomb is full of bloodthirsty women. Who are they?
No one speaks. They drain my blood, then boil and drink it. In their rituals, they scream into the night. I'm so tired, but I never sleep. Please save me.
So, what are you doing here?
My whole life I heard tales of the siren song. A sound so sweet men would gladly die to hear it. You have no idea how dull life is for a fisherman with a love of poetry and music.
You're obsessed with poetry, and you're a fisherman. I have an opportunity for you to have both those things, without being held like some animal.
Anything would be better than this.
Meet me at my ship, the Adrestia. I promise you, you will not be disappointed.
It's been so long since I was shown kindness. My thanks. About my leader, do you have any news?
In the cave I found a man. I took these spices from him.
Ah, my leader. Do you think the man you found was a Cyclops? Then she concocted an elixir from these spices and helped him to grow a second eye?
Barnabas, there was no Cyclops on Anafi any more than there was one on Kefalonia.
Have faith, my friend. Lida was there.
I found this bracelet. And a lot of pigs.
I can explain. Lida had it and was transformed into a pig by Kirki. When she was turned back into a beautiful woman, she gave this to Kirki to remember her by.
Right as always, old friend. Which means we're one step closer to finding Lida, I think.
You think correctly! The gods would never lie! Aside from Volos and Apati. But never mind them.
I found this Avlos on a siren. If you could call her that.
An Avlos! My wife always loved these. I bet she learned to play it alongside the sirens as they sung men to their deaths. Just like her.
I'll bet the sirens and Lida were good friends.
She was so mesmerizing. Her song always worked on me.
All that for a bracelet, an Avlos, and some spices.
But look! I know this bracelet too well. The women of the Siege Plains wear them. These spices are native to the lands of Demeter. And this Avlos is marked by a craftsman in the Parnes Mountains.
They're all from Attica.
The cave! They're all around the one known as the entrance to the underworld. It can't be a coincidence. Is that where Lida is?
There's only one way to know. Let's go.
Most would have called me crazed, but not you. You truly are my best friend.
It's nothing. Now, let's find your wife. So what does Lida look like?
She was the most beautiful woman I've ever known. Beautiful dark hair and skin. Her green eyes sparkled like jewels. And when she drank,